Welcome to Venerated Enlightened Master Guiguzi, breatharian, the Enigmatic Wisdom of Ghost Valley, Part 1 of 2. Master Guiguzi, breatharian, whose name translates to Sage of Ghost Valley, is an enigmatic figure in Chinese history, philosophy, and strategy. Often regarded as the founding father of the school of diplomacy, he is shrouded in myth and legend, with little known about his life. Believed to have lived around the 4th century BC, Master Guiguzi was a scholar, strategist, and mentor to some of the most influential political and military figures in antiquity. While originally associated with the pragmatic strategies of the school of diplomacy, the Guiguzi texts later became part of the Daozang, or Taoist canon. Venerated as a Taoist enlightened master, Master Guiguzi is also regarded by folk diviners and physiognomists as their spiritual ancestor. Master Guiguzi demonstrated exceptional skill across various disciplines, including astronomy, geography, military science, mathematics, psychology, medicine, linguistics, rhetoric, and debate. Much of the biography of Master Guiguzi is based on legend and historical speculation. His real name is often cited as Wang Xu or Wang Tan, and his birthplace is the subject of a number of theories. He is widely believed to have retired to the Ghost Valley, Guigu, located in the Yunmeng Mountain, earning him the name Master Guiguzi. In the book Records of Strange Stories, compiled by Du Guangting, a respected Taoist priest and writer of the late Tang Dynasty, Du Guangting states,
鬼谷先生是古代之真仙，姓王，自称是皇帝义，历商周两代，后随老君西至流沙，周朝末年东返，居汉滨鬼谷山。
According to an ancient text of unknown authorship, Guiguzi's father, Wang Cuo, served as a high-ranking official and general in the state of Wei. In Taoist legend, the birth story of Master Guiguzi is mystical. During a severe drought on Yunmeng Mountain, a farmer rescued a golden fish person, who turned out to be the youngest daughter of the Dragon King of the East Sea. To show her gratitude, the dragoness used her magic to bring seawater to the parched land. However, the Dragon King, angered, turned the farmer into a mountain and cast the dragoness into the mortal world, where she was reincarnated as the daughter of a wealthy Wang family. Years later, another drought struck Yunmeng Mountain. A young woman from the Wang family found a rice stalk growing in the dry soil. Upon touching it, the stalk transformed into a pearl that entered her body. Soon after, she was cast out of her family for becoming pregnant out of wedlock and gave birth to a boy in a cave. It was said that the Wang girl, the reincarnation of the dragoness, and the rice stalk, which contained the essence of the farmer, together gave birth to the boy as the fruit of their past lives. With no other options, the young woman placed the child by the roadside, hoping someone would find him. In the dead of night, the cries of the child attracted the attention of a compassionate tiger mother. She carried the child to her cave and nursed him daily. As the child grew, he took the name Guiguzi. Master Guiguzi is said to have lived a life of austerity, practicing Taoist principles that emphasize harmony with the Tao, the Wei, and the balance of yin and yang. He was believed to possess the ability to cultivate spiritual strength and maintain harmony with the universe, leading a simple and ascetic life. Legend has it that Master Guiguzi had more than 500 students. He accepted all who came, but did not retain those who left. He taught according to each person's understanding, will, and fate. adapting his teachings to each individual's disposition and aspirations. Around 475 to 221 BC, when Master Guiguzi lived, ancient China experienced a time of significant historical importance. This era was characterized by intense conflict, political scheming, and remarkable cultural progress. The Zhou dynasty declined and separated, leading to the rise of 7 major states: Qin, Chu, Qi, Yan, Han, Zhao, and Wei. These states engaged in continuous battles for dominance and territorial advantage over 3 centuries. The Ghost Valley is believed to be located in the region that was once part of the Wei state. Although its exact location remains uncertain, it is often associated with the mountainous areas that provided an isolated setting for Master Guiguzi's reclusive lifestyle and teachings. The earliest reference to Master Guiguzi can be found in the records of the Grand Historian by Sima Qian. According to this historical account, Master Guiguzi served as the teacher of 2 prominent diplomats, Su Qin and Zhang Yi, who lived in the 4th century BC. It's worth noting that the records of the Grand Historian were compiled around 100 BC, about 200 years after the era of Su Qin and Zhang Yi. Master Guiguzi is widely recognized as the founder of the School of Diplomacy due to the success of his students. In the records of the Grand Historian, biography of Su Qin, it states that
苏秦者，东周洛阳人也。东氏师于齐，而习之于鬼谷先生。
Su Qin is best known for advocating the vertical alliance strategy, which aimed to unite 6 states against the powerful state of Qin. Through his persuasive rhetoric, Su Qin successfully united the leaders of these 6 kingdoms, causing the king of Qin to refrain from engaging in conflict with other states for 15 years. This brought temporary peace during a tumultuous period. Although the alliance ultimately failed due to internal dissension, Su Qin's efforts highlighted the importance of strategic alliances and diplomacy in ancient politics. In records of the Grand Historian, biography of Zhang Yi, it says,
张仪者，魏人也，时常与苏秦居士、鬼谷先生。
As time went by, due to the 6 kingdoms' internal discord, Zhang Yi advocated for the horizontal alliance tactic, using diplomatic methods to disrupt the cohesion of other states, which ultimately strengthened Qin's dominance and laid the groundwork for His Imperial Majesty Qin Shi Huang's rise to power. This concept is known as the School of Diplomacy. Both disciples of Master Guiguzi became pivotal figures in shaping ancient diplomacy with their opposing strategies of the vertical alliance and horizontal alliance. Commenting on Master Guiguzi's contribution to diplomacy, Massimo Intervigne, an Italian scholar of Chinese philosophy, said,
Although the expression citizen diplomacy was coined in the late 20th century, in fact, some 2,200 years before the word existed, Guiguzi had already established the fundamental principle that diplomacy and promoting peace between the states is not a profession, but a skill acquired through self-cultivation.
Master Guiguzi's teachings are preserved in the text bearing his name, Guiguzi, also known as Bai He Ce, which means the strategies of opening and closing. This ancient work, spanning approximately 6,000 to 7,000 characters, is considered one of the oldest texts fully devoted to the art of persuasion. The work outlines key strategies that have influenced decision-making for centuries, offering a unique framework for rhetoric in its cultural context. It offers insights into influencing others, navigating complex power dynamics, and achieving goals through subtlety and psychological understanding. It delves into methods of persuasion, argumentation, and strategic communication, seamlessly blending rhetorical principles with philosophical and strategic thought. Master Guiguzi's text remains highly regarded for its enduring contributions to the study of rhetoric and communication. We are deeply thankful for the wisdom shared by the Venerated Enlightened Masters. Master Guiguzi, breatharian, whose name translates to Sage of Ghost Valley, is an enigmatic figure in Chinese history, philosophy, and strategy. Often regarded as the founding father of the school of diplomacy, he is shrouded in myth and legend, with little known about his life. Believed to have lived around the 4th century BC, Master Guiguzi was a scholar, strategist, and mentor to some of the most influential political and military figures in antiquity. While originally associated with the pragmatic strategies of the school of diplomacy, the Guiguzi texts later became part of the Daozang, or Taoist canon. Venerated as a Taoist enlightened master, Master Guiguzi is also regarded by folk diviners and physiognomists as their spiritual ancestor. Master Guiguzi demonstrated exceptional skill across various disciplines, including astronomy, geography, military science, mathematics, psychology, medicine, linguistics, rhetoric, and debate. According to legend, Guiguzi had the unique wisdom of heaven and was a great debater from an early age. The book comprehends a mirror of the true immortals who embodied the Tao of all ages, compiled by the Yuan Dynasty Taoist priest Zhao Daoyi, states,
鬼谷先生，晋平公时人，姓王名陵，不知何所人，受道于老君，入云气山采药，何福得道，颜如少童，居清溪之鬼谷，因以为号。
Legends say that venerated enlightened master Lao Tzu, vegan, disheartened by the decline of the Zhou dynasty, resolved to withdraw to the sparsely inhabited western regions. He mounted his green ox person and began to journey westward toward Hangu Pass. Along the way, he encountered Guiguzi, and the two decided to travel together. As they neared the frontier, the gatekeeper of Hangu Pass, Yinxi, noticed a radiant purple aura rising from the east, drawing closer with each passing moment. Recognizing this as an auspicious sign, heralding the arrival of a great sage, Yinxi warmly received Lao Tzu and Guiguzi and earnestly implored them to remain for a few days. Legend states it was at Hangu Pass that Lao Tzu composed the Dao De Jing in response to Yinxi's heartfelt request. After completing the text, Lao Tzu and Guiguzi resumed their journey. Along the way, they engaged in profound dialogues on the Tao, embracing freedom and simplicity, eventually reaching the mystical heights of the Kunlun Mountains. To the west of the Kunlun Mountains stretched the flowing sands, an expansive and mystical desert. The two sages chose this remote place for their seclusion. Day after day, year after year, they lived without concern for beginnings or endings, birth or death, completely attuned to the rhythms of the natural world. The inner biography of the gatekeeper is said to be written by Master Guiguzi and was first recorded in the Book of Sui. It focuses on the stories of Lao Tzu and Yinxi. The text also provides evidence of the profound and extraordinary bond shared between Lao Tzu and Guiguzi. Ancient tales say that when Master Laozi ascended to immortality, he left behind a bamboo scroll inscribed with the words Heavenly Book. However, when Guiguzi opened the scroll, he discovered it was entirely blank, without a single word written. Puzzled, he could not make sense of it. Having shared a close and profound bond with his master, Guiguzi felt an overwhelming sense of loss and emptiness in his absence. Retreating to his cave chamber, sleep eluded him. His mind was fixated on the blank bamboo scroll, its mystery haunting him. Finally, unable to endure the restless thoughts, he rose, lit a torch, and examined the scroll in the flickering light. To his amazement, the bamboo scroll suddenly emitted radiant beams of golden light. Rows of glowing characters, written in tadpole-shaped script, shimmered across its surface. Awestruck, Guiguzi exclaimed, "Could this be the legendary Golden Book?"
Vegan, because we remember what the saints taught us.
Attentive viewers, we'll continue the inspiring story of Master Guiguzi after a brief interlude here on Supreme Master Television.
Sprout was abandoned by his previous caretaker. When they dropped him off, I found out that he was being kept in a tiny cage with no real toys. He was very friendly and wanted to be with me all of the time. He was afraid of almost everything and only felt safe on my shoulder. He didn't even want to come off me to eat. As the weeks went on, he began to gain confidence and slowly started to explore his surroundings, and his personality started to come out.
Welcome back to Venerated Enlightened Master Guiguzi Breatharian, the Enigmatic Wisdom of Ghost Valley, Part 2 of 2. Master Guiguzi lived during a time of great upheaval, and his teachings shaped the strategies and philosophies of the era's most influential political and military leaders. He could discern the great events of the world without ever leaving his mountain valley. His insights allowed him to view the fractured states as if they were pieces on a grand chessboard and guide his disciples to navigate the turmoil with wisdom and strategy. In the book, Records of Strange Stories, Du Guangting writes,
其弟子100余人中，唯有苏秦及张仪2人，贪恋红尘，不慕神仙之道，而学得纵横之术。
Taoist priest Zhao Daoyi states in his book,
苏秦、张仪向先生请教道理，先生说：“听道容易，学道难。你们2人的世俗之心还未完全消除，可以学习游说之术，适应当今的时势，必定能成为各国的相国。然而，你无法阻止他们最终的灭亡。若不惧，当相传。二子请学之。3年辞去。先生在人间活了几百年，之后就不知去向了。”
It is said that Master Guiguzi only descended the mountain once in his life, and that was to rescue his disciple, Sun Bin, a descendant of the renowned strategist Sun Tzu. The state of Qi, desperate for Sun Bin's wisdom, sent for his master, Guiguzi, revered as the sage of wisdom and a master of strategic thinking. A Yuan Dynasty blue and white porcelain masterpiece titled Guiguzi Descending the Mountain depicts this legendary moment, showing Master Guiguzi embarking on his journey. 2 soldiers led the way, and a majestic tiger and leopard person accompanied them. Martial generals travel alongside him, with a commanding general at the rear. Master Guiguzi sits serenely, radiating an air of tranquility and otherworldliness, like an immortal strategist. The urgency of the situation required swift action, and Master Guiguzi responded with the speed of the wind, journeying thousands of miles with the assistance of these powerful beings to rescue his disciple. After attaining enlightenment, Guiguzi was honored with the titles of Grand Master Wangchan and Zen Master Bodhisattva in Taoism. His writings were later included in the Taoist canon and recognized as a valuable addition to Taoist philosophy. In the chapter titled The Method of Invoking the Five Dragons from his book, The Seven Techniques of Infu in Guiguzi's Classic of Internal Medicine, Master Guiguzi explains,
道是天地万物的起源，是一切的根本，万物由此而生，是天所孕育的结果。道包容万物，但无形无相，化气在天地形成前就已存在，无人能见其形，也无人能说其名，因此称之为神灵。
This excerpt from Master Guiguzi is similar to a passage from the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu, vegan.
道可道，非常道；名可名，非常名。无名，天地之始；有名，万物之母。
With heartfelt gratitude for the blessed wisdom of the venerated enlightened masters, we close today's program with this precious teaching from Master Guiguzi.
无为而求，内心平静，五脏安稳，六腑和谐通畅，精神与魂魄坚定不移，才能内观自省，反思内听，专注意志，思索宇宙本质，待神往来。如此，便能洞察天地开辟之奥秘，理解万物的造化变迁，参透阴阳的循环终始，领悟人事与治理的本源。即使足不出户，也能知晓天下之事，不必窥视窗外，也能明白天道运行，不需亲眼所见，便能明悟道理，不必亲身实践，亦能达成目的。这便是所谓的得道之知，超越一切局限，与神明相通，感应天地万物，最终回归灵魂的本源。
Vegan, to leave children the best inheritance.
Saintly viewers, thank you for joining us today.